folks? Welcome on in. It is a victory Monday. We are feeling good here live in Hamburg. Heard of Buffalo. Trainwreck Sports. Thanks for tuning in to Trainwreck today. A lot to get into. Slick on my left. We got Don on the ones and twos on my right. And we got producer Brett in the saddle. Slick, victory Monday. Bills get it done. Nice and easy, just like we planned.
Yeah, never a doubt. Feels good. Feels a lot more calming of the nerves than yesterday. A lot of them were going on. Pure bliss come the end result. And we move on to the next one, Don.
Yeah. On to the next. On to Denver. On to the Broncos. And I'm feeling great. I'm honestly, I don't want to be cocky. Before we get into recapping this game, I'm feeling better about this matchup than I did yesterday even.
I kind of lean that way as well. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I felt really, but I think to add on to what you were just saying, I feel great today. I felt great walking in the studio. I said I might even have a bright side. Vibes are high. That's all that can be said.
Vibes are definitely high here on Victory Monday. Obviously, we have the Sabres winning on Saturday as well, showing the quack is whack. Well done by the Sabres there. We'll get into them back in action tonight against the Kitties. Some more cats.
They just never leave us alone.
For the getting. The Panthers. Some more Florida cats for the getting.
Yeah, they never leave us alone.
Sure. But, let's recap, obviously, the Jacksonville of it all. And it would be crazy for us not to start on our way there on Saturday morning. Pretty smooth sailing or trailing. Ran into Perino and Talbot on the flight. Surprised that Perino didn't hold a seat for Talbot in the emergency row. Get his guy a little bit more room.
Yeah, let's break that down. We were boarding at, I believe, 8:15.
Yeah.
And Perino is nowhere to be found at 8:10.
Yes, nowhere to be found.
It's typical Buffalonian strutting into the airport, knowing their time schedule and their itinerary and what it needs to be. Talbot, on the other hand, not so much. Was there a little early. Clearly knows the Southwest protocol. Unlike me. Oh, that's right. Wow, I don't even take that into consideration. So that's another thing in itself.
No assigned seating thing?
No assigned seats. So this completely threw me for a loop. I saw a number on a ticket. I assumed that was the number of the seat. Come to think of it, my dumb ass should know there's not 41 seats on an airplane or 41 rows. But I was walking to the back and Maniac disappeared. So now I'm in really uncharted waters. And I end up just like turning to the lady looking like a lost puppy. And she shoved me in a window seat next to two very nice ladies who are also Bills fans. So,
of course, after, we had a couple airport brewskis. Safe travels there. Nothing really crazy to say. Obviously, land 80 degrees Jacksonville. That felt great. I hate to brag to our Western New York fan base, but I felt great.
Felt great being able to change into a cutoff and some shorts. Still sweating. The weather was fantastic. Definitely was a reality check walking off the plane yesterday.
Next stop, Orlando. First off, can't rent a car with a debit card in Florida, just so everyone knows that. I learned that when I didn't have a credit card ready to go with it, so I got. And I needed Slick to bail me out. All credit to Slick. He came with the quick swipe. The Zelle was in his account moments later, but that's nearly here nor there. We're on our way to Orlando in our Kia boys.
2025 Kia.
Yeah.
The electric John.
On our way to Epcot, and you got to experience Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. I'd say it's probably your biggest takeaway, but talk to me about Epcot of it all.
It was great. It was pretty busy day for considering the weather, I would say. I don't know what Disney looks like around this time of year on a day like that, but great showing. Great. There's 90-plus minute line wait time, so it must have been a pretty popular day to go. You and I finagle our way to get the lightning lane. So we had for Guardians first because Maniacs, this is the ride. This is the ride in his word. So I'd say it took us 20 minutes, even with the lightning lane.
100%. It's an experience to get in.
Obviously, they load you onto what's the ship they load you on?
Well, technically, that's a passenger pod because you're supposed to be checking out the cosmic,
Okay, yeah, the cosmic rewind of it all. Yes. And but then they're loading you onto the ship, all the instructional stuff. Then you go down to another line, which really threw me for a loop. They throw you into an instructional pod before shoving you into the actual line. But that went by very quickly. That was definitely my favorite ride of the day. I knew you were hyping it up, so I was skeptical. I really wanted it to live up to expectation. But the second we started moving and the car flipped around while all were still staying together, my mind was blown. And all bets were off from there. I was just a kid in a candy store.
I think on a traditional roller coaster, Don, I don't know where you fall on coasters, but yeah, you're used to like seeing everything coming. And yeah, even if you go upside down, it's so quick. There's something with the technology of the spinning car that they have for Guardians and that some new roller coasters are implementing. It's definitely crazy.
Oh, yeah. No, I haven't been on. I'm going to have to check it out next time I'm down south.
For Guardians fans, we did get One Way or Another by Blondie.
Yes.
Was the song playing during the ride, which I thought was awesome. I was jamming out, having a good time. The little animations all which way that they pull you in front of. We're orbiting the moon at a point before then seeing the very Earth below us.
Yeah, and we got the job done.
It was awesome.
We saved.
Had like the Space Mountain aspect where you can't see everything.
Yes, that makes it better.
They use the technology to the advantage to absolutely blow your mind away.
Listen, everything about Cosmic Rewind is like the new age Disney. It's got the multi-line process. It's more storytelling. We're in that room where you're getting the story.
It's like
kind
4D almost.
Yeah, for sure. So very cool to see. Disney, we went to Paris. We went to Ratatouille. We got a lager in Canada.
We let that Thule bang.
Let the Thule bang for sure. Be careful there.
Allegedly.
With that said, Test Track.
Yeah.
So we did mission space. We got mission space. We did all our jobs. Even though I don't think our engineer...
Our pilot never deployed the shields. So we had a rough landing.
That could be a massive
Almost
issue.
fell off that ledge.
Test Track.
Yeah.
Great time in the car.
Great time.
Do you want to talk about potential ball drop you had here?
Yeah, sure. You can.
Well, what are your thoughts in recommend? I don't want to be unfair to you.
No, I didn't start to harp on it myself until you reminded me, and that because in the moment I kind of forgot about it getting off the track. For context, there's
we did in Test Track. He's talking to this blonde girl the entire time the ride is going on. There was no acknowledgement of what was going on in the ride. They were talking the entire time.
Well, she was filling me in on what was supposed to be happening on the ride.
So I'm like, oh well, obviously here comes a number or a follow across, and then he goes, okay, bye. It bounced.
Yeah. I did kind of drop the ball. It was awkward, getting off the coaster. I don't know if that's a spot. And then she's also complaining to the one lady about how there was no audio so she could get a fast pass.
She really did actually go. She may have been a Disney guru.
She said that was a cheat code for a fast pass. So I believed her. So, and then, never saw her again. So kind of dropped the ball there.
We got out of there. We got on our way to Jacksonville, picked up some Labatt. Always how you got to do it in Jacksonville.
We're walking over to the Around the World, and I see a lady with a Labatt can.
Wow.
And I was like, take me to where that's from.
Seriously. We got
probably Canada, right?
Wait, so Labatt was this in Disney?
In Disney.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right.
Crazy. Labatt's being had for sure.
I'm telling you, we're learning things every day for sure. Now we're leaving. We're going to Jacksonville. Oh, sorry,
how many countries we hit?
We had no time. We went to Paris, China, Japan, Canada. I think that was it.
Yeah, that was
all right.
Just a quick trip. Not around the world per se, but a little continent hopping.
Yes, a little continent hopping. We go to Daytona Beach, pick up the Labatt.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is funny. Yeah, we had to make a pit stop for some beers.
We made a pit stop, pick up some beers. What was funny about it? Or was it just funny that we had to do that?
Yeah, I just thought
I didn't miss anything.
No, I just thought it was funny because New York State Labatt's just readily available anywhere.
No.
Closest place is Daytona Beach.
We went about 25 minutes every way. No sacrifice too big for game day.
Shipped up to the International Speedway.
Shipped up to Daytona Beach. By the way, these drivers on the I-5. I-4.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Psychos.
Yeah.
These lanes are huge.
5-lane wide.
Whatever they want to do all the time. It's crazy.
5-lane wide, you could be in the through left lane and still get passed by a double-wheeled pickup.
Yeah, someone's coming
going
it's insane. I'm like everybody
80 above.
There was a point where I just wanted everybody to stay away from me. I'm in a rental car. I don't want to get any.
If you're not going 90, you're going slow.
Yes, they have a minimum speed limit on most of these highways. Yeah. That's how you know it's real.
Again, I was plugging 70, but yeah. So we get
that
there.
Don't matter. Yeah.
We get to we plug in the Airbnb address 3325. Bang, we show up. There's no structure at this address.
It's an empty lot. It's an empty lot and then a bando.
It's a plot of land.
And I don't think the Airbnb was the bando.
So did you get God or did
we thought we got God?
Well, we're I
think it's about to get real upset.
I gotta be honest.
We were very close to a total meltdown.
Love Jacksonville. Appreciate the time in Jacksonville. was not an encouraging area that we were in either. So not only did we not see a structure, there was like, you know, like there wasn't like a nice community like around to like kind of be like, hey, we're going to. Then I relooked at the Airbnb reservation and I was off on the number by 2 on the address. So when we replugged that in, bang, there it is. The guy got mad at me because I didn't have the lock app downloaded that he wanted me to download. I just requested that he opened it.
Oh,
he
you
said
didn't
yes.
even tell me that.
Yeah, no, he was.
He opened it from an app or something.
He opened it from an app, and then I was like, okay, what about when I leave? And he goes, I mentioned that in the first paragraph in my first email. There's a key in the drawer. And I was like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it, buddy. You're not happy with me right now. I get it.
To be fair, he had every right. Like we were acting like such dumbasses.
I did send him a message.
Instructions. You know?
I did send him a message, which is probably pretty annoying to the Airbnb person. I'm here, but I don't see the building.
Yeah. Oh, he was probably like, what the hell is this guy even talking about?
So anyway, then we go to Keen's Tavern, Sabres game, Don.
Yeah.
We were kind of in and out. Slick was dealing with his fan club who was there. He was literally like, to say Slick did 0 work at Keen's would probably be
no, that's not true.
A compliment. You were sitting in a booth like you were Charles Barkley the whole time.
We got that video before we went in.
Okay. Enough said. With that said, Don,
it's a welcome party. You know?
It seemed like a pretty gut workman-like blue-collar performance on Saturday night in downtown Buffalo.
Yeah, sold out again. Just incredible. Vibes are super high. Going in and out of the stadium, people honking their horns. Let's go Buffalo! And yeah, it was. The first thing I noticed, I got there. I like to see the little intro. Was surprised that I wasn't on top of this, but it was black and red goat head night. Normally, I have everyone circled, you know, on the calendar. Shock came in. The intro for that is always electric. But how they like have the like remixed version of "Welcome to the Black Parade" with the video. And I'm looking up as the video's playing, and I'm like, whoa, the 300s are packed. I can't see a single seat. I can't recall the last time I've seen that at a Sabres game. 10 years for me. Like I haven't been to one that packed on a Saturday night. And yeah, got a little scary at the end, but we're moving on. Nothing really to complain about. You know, we control the whole game.
UPL has 2 wins his last 2, like the last week, where he's allowed 3 goals in the third period.
You'll love this too. I gave the guy behind me a bunch of shit because with like 10 minutes left before they scored their first one, he's like, I think we got a shutout here.
Oh, yeah. Thanks a lot, buddy. Thanks for nothing.
And I gave him a look, and then the first goal comes in, and I'm like, I turn around and I'm just like, dude, come on. And his friends were all joining in, giving him trouble. But it was good, too. Lots of games in the past you go in. Sometimes there's, like, too much chatter. You know, I'm not like it's not a library, but too many conversations during play, and I'm locked in, right?
Yeah.
Not many conversations. Everyone else was locked in. It was the type of locked in where, like, a shot that, like, isn't even a big scoring chance gets a big
you even noticed that on TV. The barn is getting back to that point where the fans are vocal for the shot deflections, misses, missing the net, penalties that don't get called, penalties that do get called, the boos on the refs. I mean, it's just all coming back full circle for this team, Buffalo hockey.
It's such I like the goal scoring hasn't really changed. It feels like it's the passing's better. The passing doesn't get like massive pops. What's getting massive pops to me are the hits and the shot blocks.
Thompson.
The hits and the shot blocks for sure. Like the shot blocks are really getting recognized by the crowd. Yeah, the check. I mean, of course, Krebs is a tough example because he got crushed the other night. But we're just doing all the tangible things right. That's why there's so much more faith in this team. And that's why they have a 3-game win streak after that 10 and 11. So now we're at 13 and 14.
And then I posted that video of there's just like 8 to 10, like 10, 11-year-old guys, just like all with their buddies.
Electric. I'm sorry.
Tarps off, just flying around. And the funnier thing, so after that video, other kids see it, and then it like starts catching on. And then all of a sudden there was like 20 kids, like kids not even sitting with them, like one alone kid, tarp off,
That's
twirl it in
so
there.
amazing too, because this might be the best Sabres team in those kids' lifetimes. So I'm just so happy for them.
It brought back
not
memories
even
of
a
me.
debate.
Yeah.
Well, I just remembered because I'm like, oh yeah, when I was 10, 12, that was early 2000s when we were, we weren't the 05, 06, but we were playoffs every year. I think the only year we missed was 2001.
We were a winning team, is what I would say.
And I remember, going with my friends, like hockey friends and dads, and we'd be in the 300s and tarps off, be going crazy, like 10. So I was like, oh man, this is awesome that they have this too now. So great to see. Go Sabres, baby.
Never forget Rob Ryan and I going tarps off at the 2019 MAC championship.
Oh my God, you and Rob Ryan, you and like all of Bulls Nation.
We all did. We needed a comeback. That wasn't the championship. That was Crush CMU Friday. I'm sorry.
That was like the most momentum the Train had up to that point.
That was insane.
And it willed the Bulls to a victory there too.
Ridiculous. Big time will job. So we get that. Again, Keynes is feeling great. Like literally the tavern, it's rocking. Everyone's watching the Sabres. Can't believe we're getting a big win. Close out the night there. We did get some golden arches. Shout out our friends at McDonald's who have supported this train in the back. I just got to say this, Slick.
Yeah.
Very clutch McDonald's.
Very clutch McDonald's.
All I'm saying was like, Don, you get to these other regions of the world. It's like it gets to 10 p.m. and everything's closed. We don't have this late night culture of, things we go like, yeah, there was like a Taco Bell or something, but like
that's
McDonald's,
what he was like kind of set on at first. But no, we went to the Golden Arches.
But then literally the Golden Arches came through clutch.
We saw the Golden Arches in the distance.
It was perfect. It was beautiful.
Double cheeseburger to end the night. By the way, we weren't eating much this day. We had a lot of other priorities.
We needed this food.
We had lunch at like 4 and dinner at like 11:30.
Yes.
Spaced it out just fine.
Crazy.
But that double cheeseburger hit the spot. Watched the end of Bears Packers.
Yeah, got home for Bears Packers. Insane ending.
Honestly, I wanted to go to bed, but the game
I wouldn't
let me.
Dude, I was getting the thing where you're cold and you're just tired, and I was like, dude, I gotta get to bed. I'm like, I can't miss like a potential comeback.
I think we both had that vibe on the couch without saying it.
We would both
be in bed if it weren't for like the back and forth on this game right now. And then as soon as it ended, we were like, all right, night.
That being said, Saturday games, Meow Mix, my heart goes out to you. Heartbreaking loss as a 10-point underdog. I mean, I got into the Sabres arena. I'm keeping updates because I hammered that plus 10. I couldn't get service for a second. And then second, third period, I check. I'm like, holy shit, they're up with a minute left. Like, I thought that game was going to be over. But like in the first quarter, it looked like there's no chance.
Dude, we were piecing this game together like crazy. First, we're on the I-4. Slicks down 14-0 quick on his plus 10 and a half. He's like, I'm not feeling good. This is terrible. He turns off. We pop into like
we're trying to get it on the radio, and we're like crossing between the radio stations. It sounds
It was terrible.
It sounds like a gun is going off.
It was absolutely torture. It was absolutely torture.
And so we just had to turn the radio off. I'm kind of not accepting defeat, but when you're going into a half, like really not feeling good about it.
Then all of a sudden it's 17-14 and a half. You're feeling great.
We get to the Airbnb. Yes, 17-14. I'm like, holy shit, we got some momentum. We might even win this game outright.
And then like you guys said, it was a very entertaining. Saturday had the entertaining games, for sure. Obviously, Bills Jacksonville was entertaining as well, but then the other two games were kind of stinkers as far as an entertainment perspective.
Yeah, you can even make an argument that Bills Jacksonville wasn't crazy until down the stretch.
Except the last 15 minutes.
For sure.
So we finally get to Sunday morning. So we made a decision Saturday night.
By the way, I do want to just give my condolences to Meow Mix as well. I know we talked a lot of shit this season. You guys had a hell of a run. But from this day forward, we don't mention your name again in terms of podcasting. From now on out, you are back to the Carolina Panthers. That's that.
All I gotta say is never forget that Meow Mix traded their existence for an 8-9 season and a round one playoff exit.
Made me a lot of money though.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Their October profitability. Thank you.
Do we think the pod's going to be back?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they're going to try. They're going to try and come back.
It's 2 eyes in the Meow Mix.
They're just going to drop the first episode next season, not give like a feeler first.
Yeah,
and then
100%.
The reaction's not going to be good, but they're just going to ignore it and act like it's not happening.
So Saturday night, original plan was the Jacksonville airport was 12 miles north of the Airbnb. Stadium was 3 miles south. We were going to take the rental back Sunday morning and then get a Uber to the game and get an Uber back to the airport. We decided to just keep the car, which ended up being a beneficial decision for sure. We did end up parking on the game day lot.
So if you thought,
which I didn't like feel like,
if you thought
like optimistic about.
If you thought driving a 2025 electric rental on the I-4 was hazardous, then we go and park in the game day Buffalo lot. So the Kia's in the back.
We're
of
trying
the
to
game
figure
day
out, like,
lot.
is the rental company going to be mad that there's like grass all in tires and stuff and shit like
It
that?
looks
I
like
have
we
no
went
idea.
off-roading,
I
kind
have
of.
no idea.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're hosting. And lo and behold, we got almost a Pittsburgh situation again. We got sideways rain a little bit here.
Yeah, not
nearly as hard,
exactly your tropical monsoon that you would expect in a place as sunny and welcoming as Jacksonville. But it kind of felt like a mid-October day in Orchard Park, Maniac. We're rolling in to Jacksonville as this goes on. Not a single Jags fan in sight. We were within 5 feet of the stadium in 10 minutes driving.
Yeah.
No traffic at all.
Oh my God. It was almost unbelievable, Don. We pulled up to within the stadium. Like we have a video of it.
Yeah.
There was no resistance. Like we were at the base of the stadium 4.5 hours before, no resistance. Like there wasn't anything
Not a
in our
single
way.
car to be seen.
So we're like,
only
where the hell?
fans at that hour. Bills fans,
Yeah,
obviously.
Bills fans were spotted. Like you could see the royal blue versus the teal or whatever the Jacksonville color has.
Disgusting.
So we pull up, we get ready for the tailgate. DJ Boulanger gets it twisted, and next thing you know, Boulanger. Next thing you know, Slick. By the way, Slick's moving porta potties. He's working hard.
Yeah.
wow.
Oh, dude, I was
working. When Slick works, I give him credit. That makes it.
I made up for Saturday's discrepancies.
Agreed. Yeah, your booth time served you well for sure. With that said,
Need rest and recovery.
Yes, for sure. Of course, maintenance day.
Yeah.
while you're on the trip, we great time with Boulanger.
Load management.
Twisted it up. We had a great time in the VIP tent. The Salinos rolled through. Tone himself.
I saw that.
And Luke.
Family, cousins, nephews, sisters, brothers. It was a whole family.
Bill's Elvis. One of the first to have boots on ground.
Bill's Elvis may have been setting up the party.
Yeah.
For all I know.
Yeah, he's the draw.
I was gonna say John Lang may have been making it happen.
He's the draw.
They let him bring the guitar in this year.
No.
I had no guitar.
No guitar.
I'm
guitar to be seen. I don't even think he bothered bringing it to the tailgate.
I saw a post of how I think back in last time we faced him in the playoffs. Was it 2018? He emailed them and they're like, "You cannot."
They're like, "No, you can't."
No, they kept it so short and sweet. Your guitar will not be permitted.
Yeah.
Thank you. Go Jags.
Go Jags.
Keep pounding, kid.
So we have a great tailgate. We have some good action. We had some Bills videographers stop by. They came over to get some footage of
Kevin from the Bills.
Kevin from the Bills. Yeah, I can never forget Kevin from the Bills. We got the chance going for him. We gave away some more jerseys, which is always exciting. Some very excited young fans.
Can I just say that
yes.
that young man I gave the signed Ray Davis jersey to, electric factory.
Fired up. Yeah.
I wanted to run through a wall for him afterwards. He was up in my face chanting.
He was telling you he was going to go nuts in the stadium. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that's exactly who we look for.
I knew we made the right choice to give that jersey to.
Found some awesome young fans to get some wins stored for the game. And then so we're walking in the game. Listen, love John, but got to tell this is part of the process. So John was arranging our tickets from game day. Again, he does a million different tickets things or whatever. He's walking in. I think he just pulls up his ticket apps and buys the first tickets, right? It was essentially what he did.
I think he kind of got.
Well, because of what I just said. He did what I said.
I'm not sure if it was exactly that because I think it wasn't exactly the cheapest option, but he definitely did just
open,
the most
automatic
scroll,
option. Yeah.
Press, and then that's that. Like Maniac said, love you, John. Kind of got in this situation. Turns out these were not tickets.
We walk up to the ticket thing. They go no, that's a post-game experience. You can go on the field. You have to go to gate 6 after the game. We're we're at the gate. So then I'm pissed, because I can literally hear the anthems going off on the inside or whatever. I'm pissed. And then so the woman goes, which is just her protocol for the job. She's like, okay, can you step aside so everybody else can come through? I turn around. There's nobody. There's literally there's nobody. So I'm all right,
we're some of the last
everyone
in.
Hurry up. And then shit, they were laughing about that or whatever. We buy the immediate, then I got a little, I pull up tickets. It's now you can get 100 levels for 300, which is basically how much 400s were all week.
You kind of anger splurged.
Yeah, well, I angered, so I'm like, all right, well, we're going hundreds then. So we got hundreds. We're okay. We go into the game. We get stops. Things are going well. We sit down.
By the way, once we finally get past the gate, we run to our seats.
We had a nice mom and son who were Bills fans sitting next to us. And we had a Bears fan who was being a Bills fan and another Bills fan in front of us.
Yeah, as long as you got the right colors on the right day, that's all that matters to me. So Bears fan was fine. One Bills fan in front of us might have had a little... He was enjoying himself to the nth degree.
I don't even think it was alcohol.
That's why I just backtracked.
Yeah.
May have just like been letting his fun overflow a bit much onto some others.
I'm going forward when we testify about this fan. By the way, he was a nice guy.
He was a nice guy.
Overall, a nice guy.
We talk not just booze, but we talking nose beers. What are we talking?
No, like
emotion.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like just
literally.
Like I do want to. I want to point this out.
Point it out.
He said to his friend countless times, "This is awesome. I'm having so much fun."
100%.
So to me, this is a guy that hasn't been to a Bills game in a very long time. It's wild card weekend, probably closer to his home than Buffalo is. And he's just really like drunk on emotion.
Okay.
Literally drunk on power and emotion.
Nice guy. After every single positive play was turning around and giving everyone middle fingers and going like
Duval.
He's giving them this.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you,
and we're the buffer zone.
Virtually right over us.
We're the buffer zone.
So when he's standing up, when someone's getting their baggage out of the overhead thing and you're sitting in the seat right there.
It's in your grill.
That's how it was basically the entire game. So
it's in your grill.
That was happening.
Yeah.
And then so we'll go on. Start of the game, we get the turnover. Trevor Lawrence throws it right at Shaq Thompson. This was literally right in his chest. I thought from here it was going to be, we're rolling. We have Trevor Lawrence absolutely bamboozled. I thought for sure it was going to be kind of like a 31-10 game after this. I don't know about you guys.
Best possible way you could start the game, in my opinion. Obviously, it didn't fizzle out that way. But yes, right to Daquan Jones and Shaq Thompson, I'm sorry.
Jet lag guy on that one.
Jet lag. Right to Shaq Thompson. Watching the replay, you could see where he was looking with the receiver, but from our angle, dead in the chest.
From our angle,
right,
it just looked like Shaq Thompson. We had a weird field angle too. We were 12 rows up from the field. I couldn't tell if someone gained 1 yard or 5 yards on a run. I'm telling you,
you were too low.
Too low, legitimately.
But I will also say we were low. But that Josh Allen touchdown on fourth.
Oh, they were all
we could. That was the opposite end from us. We could tell from our end that he got in.
Yes.
And Jags fans are just delusional. Even the players are on the field
This is another part of the experience. We had 4 Jags fans sitting behind us, 1 to Slick's left, and then 4 behind us. They were respectful and they were nice. I will say this first. They were never mean at any point. Every time they said something, they were wrong.
Every single time.
They were incomplete or first down.
Trying to will it into existence.
Bro, every time.
The definition of that.
I couldn't believe it how many times they were wrong during the game. I was just oh my God, at a certain point, and again, I'm a man who's wrong a lot. So I have experience in this area. I know to shut the hell up when I'm wrong for the 6th straight time in an hour. You know what I mean? Am I crazy? And this leads up to a great moment right before half that we'll get to in a bit, but they were just crazy. So obviously, so we get ahead 7-3. We get a little Josh Allen angle. So this is the first time of any hostilities because all of the Jags fans around us are Allen's hurt. Touchdown doesn't even matter. Yep. Allen's hurt. And we're Slick and I are looking around and we're just kind of gloating. We're just if you think that Josh Allen's not coming out for the next drive, we'll buy you all drinks. You guys just have not seen how Josh Allen works, how he operates. I literally said to him, I saw him swimming in pain in Houston on the ground. and he came out for the next thing. Like he just ran off. He's fine. Like, you know what I mean?
Shove away blue tent protocol.
Exactly.
I think he'll be good.
So then we were kind of flipping on him where we're like, you don't want him to be hurt, right? Like you want to beat like the best like Bills team you can. Like
I kind of like spinned it on them. I was like, that's kind of messed.
Like,
I was like, are you celebrating? That's kind of messed up right now.
So then there was a little back and forth there. Very funny. But then here the vibes got worse. The Jags go down the field. And they march down the field and score, kind of like, basically at will for the most part. Trevor Lawrence was making some plays. That'll be a common theme throughout this like game for me. I don't know about you guys. After that pick, he made some throws. He made some anticipatory like corner outs. He made a very nice throw downfield to the Washington guy in the fourth quarter for sure. But I thought Trevor Lawrence made some plays. It wasn't shocking, but it's hard to see against the defense for sure. He's definitely making some plays.
He had a bunch of good runs too.
Great.
Where I thought, it looked like he was dead in the backfield and somehow just kind of squirmed away. So.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of like how we were getting all that pressure on Spencer Rattler and or even who was the other team that we played where we just Shadur. The Browns, where we were there, but like the scrambling ability was just something to behold.
That'll be something to watch with Bo Nix because Bo Nix is specialty.
He's very good at that.
Literally creating stuff on the run.
Gave us a run of that too in the wild card last year when he visited us in OP.
Agreed. And then so Jags go up 10-7, and then we get the Ray Davis fumble. I'll say this was so frustrating because the rest of the game, every time we had a kickoff return, everyone around us was like, fumble. Like it's something that like happens all the time. Like it was just a fluke play.
And it was also like, oh, here's like our all-pro leading NFL kick returner. Here we go. You guys better watch out. And then he goes, it has a great return too. And then fumbles at the very end of it, really.
Credit where it's due, by the way. Their kicker had us catching the ball at like the 1 yard line
every single time.
I know that they're pro kickers. Our guy wasn't doing that.
No.
Like our guy had a good kick on the last one over. But like I'm telling you, that's an advantage if you can land it right at that 2-1. He was like clockwork.
Yeah.
Like literally like every time Ray Davis
only that translated to kicking field goals.
Well, that's
we'll get to that in a second for sure. Because then the Bills or Jags get the fumble recovery. They're going downfield. This felt like a breaking point. I don't know about you guys, but I was in the stands being like, okay, well, if they go in here, it's 17-7. You kind of look like shit except for one drive. Your defense is getting throttled.
Yeah.
Like you're in a little bit of trouble. They go for it on 4th and 2. I'm happy about the go for it. I always love our defense opportunity to make play. It looked like they had a weird play call. Lawrence goes to run for it. It wasn't a designed run, correct?
No, I think he scrambled.
Yeah. He goes at the last second, and then he does that kind of thing that these athletes are so good where they do like that leap at the last second, but his knee calf was like already down, right? Ended up happening down. So talk us a little bit more because we saw it live.
The shin counts as well. So
and by the way, imagine all the Jags fans who I said were wrong about everything. Imagine this like 4-minute process.
This is hilarious.
So first we get the measurement where they're looking at it with the virtual
measurement.
And they say, okay, he got it. It's officially a first down. Now, my question to you guys is during the virtual measurement, where the hell is our replay assistants who should be saying, no, he would like, you know how a replay assistant comes in when you have extra time? And they're like, no, like we actually looked at it like it was an incomplete pass or like yada, yada, yada. Where the hell is our replay assistant while they're doing the virtual measurement to look and make sure the spot that they're using is right in the first place?
Did they show the virtual measurement thing on the TV?
They did.
Because this was the first time I'd ever seen it used for a football game, let alone on the Jumbotron in the stadium.
I don't think they use chains at all this season anymore.
Well, I could be late on the actual like showing of the graphic, kind of like they do with tennis, where they go from go from a plane view to a bird's eye and then show the ball landing. I just couldn't believe it. And it wasn't working in our favor at all.
The adjustment the NFL needs to make is that they're doing it VAR style, where they're just like, penalty kick or no goal. Like they're just saying that, like they're saying first down or like short of the game.
I wonder if
they need to do a virtual, like where they show the chain going and like where it lands. Like the reason the tennis one is so satisfying is because you see the ball kind of bounce.
See it go from the
and then
serve.
You see how it goes and you're like, oh, okay, so that's exactly how it. They need something that shows like where the measurement like landed goes. And again, they still didn't use the replays. It's all garbage. It's all garbage.
Yeah, I don't know if like bodying the ball is something they don't use it with. If it's just like completed passes, turnovers, but obviously clearly should. But yeah, people, Sean McDermott has a bad challenge record.
He does.
Terrible
challenge. So much so that when he threw it, so they're lining up for the next play, and we're watching.
Yeah, I was going to say, too, to talk about delusional Jags fans, the players didn't seem like they were in like a complete rush to go and snap
they
this.
Weren't in any rush.
Even they thought that they really did get this first down.
Agreed. So you have McDermott. We see him standing next to the ref, and he throws it like, I thought for sure we weren't going to get it overturned. Then they showed the replay, and there's definitely short. Like that, there's that angle where his knee's on the ground. He's short of the 7-yard line, which he needed to get.
Well, you knew something was up just by the fact that he was challenging.
Yes.
I feel like you were like, could he have been short?
Remember when we saw the angle on the screen and our friend in front of us,
yes.
So now he sees the angle and he's already celebrating and doing everything, like standing on the chair.
Ref has not made the call yet.
Dude, you're a Buffalo sports fan. Like, how could you do that right now? Like, easily they could screw us. Like, sit down, and he did. Yeah. He took that
the first time.
He took that advice at that point, which is
on the broadcast. Yeah. I'll say before Sean challenged, they were showing the replay, and the commentators were straight up like, "He didn't get that. He didn't get that." Like so. Everyone watching from home was
my God,
throw the
McDermott
flag,
didn't
throw the
that,
flag.
I would have gone nuts.
Yes.
So at the stadium, I'm sure you're like, did he not? If you're at home, you're like, he 100% didn't. Unless they're blind, deaf, and dumb, he's going to win this challenge. He's just got to throw it. So glad he got that red flag out in time.
Yeah, no, that was a massive challenge for sure. And maybe a big momentum changer, obviously.
It was pretty cool because, McDermott, at that point, he's far enough down the field, basically in our corner.
He's like
he's walking with the ref towards us, and we see the whole process of him, talking with the ref, reaching for his pocket. So we're, play-by-play, yeah, Sean, get in that pocket. And then when we see the flag go out, we basically started going nuts. And it was just awesome to see that play out right in front of us.
Great situation there. We end up having a situation where we don't. So again, we drive down the field after that. We score a touchdown. So it's 7-3. Instead of going down 14-3, we make it 10-7. They kind of get stymied. We get stymied around midfield, and we kick them deep. We have an amazing punt from Wisnowski that it goes right out at the 3.
Great coffin corner.
Great punt.
What the hell happened in this next juncture, Don? It just feels like we didn't make any big mistakes, but how are we offsides? It feels like they ran out of time, but they still gave it to him. I don't know what happened.
Okay, so if on the broadcast at home, there was no time on the clock.
Zero. 100%. Dude, I was watching the same thing.
So they I don't know, gave him the benefit of the doubt. I really have no explanation why, because you can see the center's hand move. You see the clock has 0 on it. Now it doesn't have, and people have brought this up, tenths of a second.
Yes.
So what I'm assuming is there was 0.1, 0.3 seconds left, and they just rounded it up to 1 for the field goal. So I don't know. That's something I think the NFL's got to fix. If your people at home see zeros on the clock and you're saying no, clock wasn't done, we got to have that 10th of a second spot so people, so there's some transparency going on there. Yeah, I don't know. Bosa, he just, I think, assumed it was over. It just didn't seem like he was hustling back.
That was weird. It
just seemed like he was not hustling.
There's no reason that the lineman should be able to go all the way down.
2 or 3 defenders be that offsides at the snap of a ball. So not only did they get the time on, they get 5 extra yards.
Yeah.
And what everyone says, the best kicker in the NFL right now.
Oh, my God. So this entire drive, we're hearing it. Yeah, but we have Cam Little.
No, it was the drive before.
It was.
So it was the drive before. Because if you remember the drive before, we were around midfield, and then we took the delay of game, and we punted him deep. They're like, well, not everybody has Cam Little.
Not a problem for us.
They're not in range there. Cam, that's Cam's range. That's not everybody's range.
Yeah, it's funny because
we have Cam Little.
That announcers at home were joking on that last drive. They're like, if they get stopped, they might just try one from their own 40. like, which sounds crazy, and it is joking, but I mean, he's got the 2 best, longest kicks in the NFL both this season. So
yes, he's got a boomer of a leg. So he lined it up, and we're recording, and I'm kind of like a little bit like depressed about how this all went down. I mean, we had him at like the 3 with like 30 seconds left and no timeouts. The fact they're going to get a field goal. It goes up. I see that it's not like perfectly online, but I'm just talking to the sub again. I'm like, well, Cam Little's going to make it because he's the best in the league. And then the guy next to Slick just goes, yes, he is, or like, yes, he did. Like that.
I'm pretty sure someone else too was like, got it.
Literally as it happened.
Like as it's missing
and
the
so
goalpost.
You can't even tell because they're all just shocked around us. And literally just like goes, he missed it, you dumbass.
I go, no, you fucking didn't. And turn around and I'm laughing maniacally. I couldn't hold back at that point. Most fans are being respectful, as were we in enemy territory. I couldn't help myself because letting out a right as the field goal
it was crazy.
Going wide. It was just after all the shit they were talking about how they had the best kicker in the league. It was literally just
at home. It was a giant ball don't lie moment because everyone was feeling like, hey, they shouldn't have even got a chance to kick it, and this could be a big difference maker, and it proved to be with the final score.
Were they going on the broadcast about the ankle or anything with Allen because he had gotten nicked
up? There was
up?
the ankle. There was also when he went to the blue tent too.
There was concussion.
Yeah, that's what I was more
worried about.
Was that when he
took his helmet off, running off the field?
Yeah, I think that was.
He was like walking fine and hurt, and I was more worried because here's the thing: you can play through like an ankle.
Yeah. If they say
if the doctor says
you're done,
the head injury, they'll be like, no, you're done. It's not even up to Josh.
That's another thing with these Jags fans too. When he took his helmet off running off the field, some guy behind us was like, oh, he's wobbly. He's wobbling. Yeah. And we were like, dude, what game are you looking at?
Yeah.
Like, what quarterback did you just see wobbling?
So it's not Josh. After he came out and played, the other worry, I think this happened in the second half though, was when he completely rocked his hand on his offensive lineman's helmet.
That's what happened. We didn't see it.
So you guys probably didn't see it at the game. They showed it a ton on the replay, and they were asking Tony Romo even like, how's the ball coming out of his hand? And he was making good passes, but it was like there was not as tight of a spiral on some of these passes as you normally had. And he was you could tell a lot of pain. Like after that was like holding it, kind of did that little jump skip. Like,
no, I get it.
So it was like ankle, head, hand. How many parts does this guy have left?
Ankle, head,
shoulders, knees, and toes. Sure. Just put this guy in bubble wrap the rest of the week, please.
Shout out everybody tuning in. We're recapping our Bills Jacksonville experience. Iron Herd of Buffalo, Trainwreck Sports, Trainwreck today, brought to you by Batar, Resurgence, all the goodies. Let's keep it rolling. Celino, what do we got? Her halftime. How are you feeling?
Halftime
13 or 10-7.
It could have been better, but I was caught in the glory of being able to like dunk on that one Jags fan for the Cam Little miss.
Yes.
I was just laughing just remembering it too. How you described it is exactly how it happened. I literally turned right to his face and go, he missed it, you dumbass.
Unbelievable situation.
Halftime, I do want to say, I don't know what it is about the Ralph.
Oh, no.
But you can just walk right up into the bathroom in Jacksonville and rock a piss.
Yeah, no.
And get a beer and be back in your seat.
Our bathroom system sucks.
You can be back. That's how it was in Carolina, too.
Get a beer.
Any modern stadium, you're not waiting more than 10 seconds to piss.
Getting a beer and being back in your seat, not only by the second half, you can do that during a media timeout.
Yes. No. Very achievable for sure.
So I was feeling real good that I was able to do that.
We were all feeling good. The Bills were up. I think we've said all year, right? That's what I said in my halftime update. I was like, we've said all year, if the Bills are up at half, we should feel good.
Yeah.
That's where we were. The third quarter was weird. Traded some long field goal drives. Then the Bills get stymied. Josh Allen takes a big sack. That was basically the first and only mistake that Josh Allen made all day, dare I say. Was just kind of taking so many yards on that sack. Then has to throw it away on 3rd and 20. Jags drive and eventually score a touchdown. And this is the start of the craziness. It went touchdown, 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 interception to end the game. With that one, with the closeout. But we're rewinding it back now. This first Josh Allen drive. Anything you remember going through your head? I'm not gonna lie, I was completely sober, but I was almost just like blacking out from the fan emotion of it all.
Start of the second half. I just remember until the craziness that you talked about, I was like, yo, this is like, we're the team that's supposed to be able to, like, putting up points isn't a problem. Like, we're not moving the ball. We're not getting, much action here. That actually, a lot of people were worried towards the end of the game. I was worried earlier in the second half because we couldn't do something. Then when it turned into like shootout mode, I'm like, we're good. We like, as long as if we can get in a shootout, we're gonna win this game. I don't know, man. So that's how I was feeling. Like once the offense and we're trading these quick drives, punches, I was like, we just need the ball last, because we're cracking through their defense now. We have it figured out.
I feel you on the we just need the ball last aspect. It was just very unclear who would have the ball last with how much time, how fast everything was happening, these punches being thrown as you're talking about. Very little time to think, Maniac.
Very little time to think. I'm just trying to pull up the here. Oh, I have one for you. So we're driving. So they go up by 4 early fourth quarter. We're driving on 3rd and 6. Josh Allen runs for the first down, slides short of the marker.
Yeah.
That's a little. Listen, I know that's kind of like critiquing how Superman made a save in a way, because obviously he's our guy. We're going to ride with him the next night for sure. But that's surprising.
I said something. I'm going to own up to this. I said something pretty bad.
I was thinking something pretty bad.
I turned to her and I said, "This is why you don't have a kid." I was like, he's worried. She's like, no, you can't say that. I'm like, he's a new father. He can't be trying to hurdle people anymore. It's a business decision. So I got it. I understand why you're doing it.
Of context,
but I was like, this is why you need a single man leading your football team.
Also, well,
I was wrong. I take it back.
My thought too is he like more hurt than we think he
is? 0%. That was just. I think if you let him rewind a bit, even with the thing, I think he's diving head first.
No, for sure. I think
that. But do you agree? I think. Can I tell you something?
That was just in my head.
If you looked at it in slow motion, he looked to the left. I think he thought he had it. I know it was a very momentary thing. I think he thought he had it. He's like, I'm good to go.
And
down.
Josh almost does like those baseball jump slides.
Yes, where he doesn't slide very far.
By the time you're in motion, you're already picking up another yard.
I just think at this point in his career and with the team we have, the coaches have made it clear. They're like, hey, if you have the first down,
yes,
and there's a guy in your face, slide. Like, we don't need you trying to break like 4 tackles, like if you don't have a clear lane. So I do think he thought he had it and kind of forgot that it's like the point. If you're a quarterback, it's the point at which you start your slide
to give up.
You end up.
100%. And then we get the next play, 4th and 1. Josh Allen tush push part 1 of many there ended up being. As you can imagine, the guys behind us did not think he got it, even though he gained 4 yards.
Yeah.
He didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then
he didn't get it as he's like fighting through tackles.
Then the next play, you get, first off, the screens were good in this game. The screens executed in this game for sure. Definitely good. But we run a fake screen and Kincaid comes wide open on the left side there for a quick hitter touchdown. We take the lead. And then the next drive for Jacksonville. So Jacksonville takes over with just under 9 minutes to go. I'm thinking, let's just get a stop. We're under 9 minutes to go. Let's get a stop. They drive right up the field pretty much. But the thing to me was we kept forcing second downs. We kept forcing second and third downs. Just couldn't get a stop there. I think they hit P.J. Washington or whoever is P. Washington for 30 yards. Pretty good throw by Lawrence. Again, Lawrence made some plays. It wasn't like smooth. He didn't dominate us, but he made plays when he could.
Definitely, he's a stud.
I mean, they have,
in that aspect.
Good receivers too.
Exactly, and you even pointed out, I think on Friday as we were prepping for the show, or whenever it was, you literally pulled up the clip of him fumbling, going to the ground on the ball against Kansas City, and still getting up and finding a way to find the end zone. That's just what he does. Makes plays like that. We knew it was going to happen. So when it started to happen right in front of our eyes, it wasn't surprising, but it didn't feel good, and it was just inevitable.
Yeah, there's a few times too. It was like some of the receivers. I mean, maybe they're just running good routes. Maybe it's the concept they're running on that play. We're just like wide open right in the middle of the field. So
ETN was also eating up some yardage too.
yeah.
ETN was eating up yards on the touchdown catch, so he puts them up 24-20. Bills take over with under 5 minutes to go. Ray Davis gets us to the 34-yard line with a very nice return there for 30 yards. So we get right on schedule with Shakir for 8. Cook picks up 1, which gives us Josh Allen tush push part 2. He gets it for 1 yard. You'll never guess who said he didn't get it.
This is the one where it's the opposite end of the field from us. And I can still clearly see, clear as day, that he found a way and got the ball across the plane. And they were adamant until the ref had his hands in the air on the Jumbotron that he did not get the first down.
Now,
or the line of game.
Yeah, line again. So now we're watching first down. I'm like, the clock's kind of ticking. Like, should we hurry up a little bit? I wasn't getting nervous about time at all. We're under 3 minutes, though, to go. Deep ball to Brandon Cooks.
Great game.
Live, outstanding. I'm like, oh, my God, this is great. When I watched the replay, this was a superhuman throw.
Because
superhuman throw, legitimately.
Yeah.
We couldn't see how he was throwing off his back foot.
I thought he just leaned into it and put it there. When you see him basically have no arm to put into it and he just kind of wrists it, and it goes with that velocity.
Getting his core hit at the same time. Guy hits him in the midsection.
Yeah, he's
being
like a huge
easily
hit,
that ball could have fluttered in the air for an extra second and a half, and that's a pick.
He's being barreled down on, backtracking off his back foot, right in the breadbasket to Brandon Cooks, and right on a thread, too. Like you said, if it was in the air a second longer, it's going to the house the other way, probably.
It's at very least very likely picked, for sure, if it's in there for a second and a half. So we get a massive gain. We're feeling good. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. We do a quick hitter to Knox. That looks a little sloppy. I don't know if you remember that one. Like, I think Allen's lineman got popped into him like right away, and he kind of had to just like get rid of it over the middle. Makes me nervous. Then we hit Shakir for a couple. Shakir for 4, then Shakir for 3.
Yeah, we ran 2 screens.
We ran the same play. I know. It's kind of, I'm sure people were loving this.
I bet those fans were screaming at the best way possible.
Was there any potential that we had the first down with Shakir on the 3rd and 4? Because we did do the virtual, or they did have a measure like kind of quickly. They took a little break, remember?
Yeah, he was short on TV.
Okay, gotcha. So it was obvious. Okay, I just wanted to make. I wasn't sure if it was close there. So then we're lined up, and like at this point, I'm just like, I'm confident in our tush push to gain a yard or whatever, but just you still get nerve wracked when you see Reggie Gilliam going to motion everything. He goes, we've got it on tape. You'll never guess who said he didn't get it as the play was happening. I mean, like literally bulldozed right to the end zone right in front of us. So like maybe 50 feet away?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah. It was great.
Bulldozed it, they review it. He was at the 1. So now we get to the decision making, and we get to the classic Bills, like breaking down the game plan in the film as we're rolling on here on Trainwreck today. Folks, appreciate you staying with us. Make sure you're following on all platforms. First and goal at the 1. Minute and change to go. Minute and like 10 or whatever. They have no timeouts. So you definitely could take a knee, do something like that. Now, Jacksonville ended up letting us score, right? So that kind of became like obvious. If they're going to let you score, you definitely kneel it like forward to like the half-inch line, right? Because that way you could take off more time. But what's your guys' thought process on them deciding to go for it right away, essentially?
I think with the way it was going, I was just going to give some pretty bad reasoning. Exactly. You take the points on the road, but with the way it was going, shootout, I was a little surprised.
Yes.
Given how much time was back on the clock that you had that much confidence in your defense to go and get a stop. Because at this point, the game is just back and forth crazy like a tennis match. But McDermott stands on his gut, sticks to his game plan, go and score. I always am of that mindset that when they're giving you points, go and take them.
I agree.
I'm saying again, like,
and it worked out. We stepped up, made a play.
Yeah, I said it before. When it turned into a shootout, that's when I was like, kind of like, we got this. At that point, we have 3 timeouts. I know people are saying, hey, burn, but we're not down 3, we're down 4. We need a touchdown. Take the points there.
Right there.
And then if they drive down the field, you have 3 timeouts to call them. They have this big leg. Maybe he kicks a field goal, and now we still have 30 seconds left with our timeouts to drive back down the field and score. So I'm just thinking about it in the reverse. I'm like, let's score now so we can score again if needed.
You kind of left one, like you had the biggest point to me though, is 3 versus 4. If you were down 3, I think it's a no-brainer. You run it down more because worst case, whatever, you can kick the 3 if something was happened. 2022 versus the Vikings. What happened when Josh Allen was taking a QB sneak out of the end zone to literally ice the game?
Yeah, fumbled.
Yeah.
Fumbled. So I'm saying that things happen. So I totally understand that people think about 13 seconds. They're frustrated. I think you probably just take the points on the road. Again,
Agreed.
When you look back at it in retrospect, you probably try and go down at the inch line when they're letting you have it. But the Bills score. We're feeling good. We're like, just get us out of Jacksonville. I don't even remember in my brain thinking about we need to stop them before they get to the 46 because Cam Little can hit a 60. I wasn't even thinking
I wasn't thinking that far ahead. I was just
oh my God, we're up one play. Yeah. We get the kickoff stop, 59 seconds on the clock. Lawrence drops back. I can honestly say, I think if you look at the 2017 home opener, it ended on a very similar play. Like a slant or something to a receiver or an in-breaking route to a receiver. Trey White deflects it. Cole Bishop, it's like a fair catch. That's one of the easiest plays he'll make in his entire career, right?
Yeah.
Trey White made the play on that one. I know we can.
Trey White legacy game.
Trey White low-key legacy game. He was in good coverage. Even when I think he got beat, or no, it was Christian Benford who got beat by for one of the receiving touchdowns.
Trey was great. There was I think to force a field goal late in the game or in the third quarter, he had it was almost a pick.
He had a win for it. The tight end, him and the tight end, right?
And there was 2 other times where he was just great position. He was doing the Trey White specialty where it's he looks open, right? Nope. Where he leaves. He's he wants you to throw the ball there.
He baits you into it a bit.
He's throw it here and then bats it down. But yeah. So real quick on my perspective, I'm watching it at home. My upstairs neighbors, they're having a big party. 20 people are over.
Oh, wow.
Now here's the funny thing. I've been on the other side of this and this sucks, but it worked out perfectly. I'm below. There's just 2 of us there. So even if we're loud, they can't hear us. They're behind by 20 seconds.
Oh no.
So
I get it.
It was perfect because it's been the reverse where I hear them cheering and I'm like, what the heck?
Right. Yeah.
But so we were, and I'm like, game over. And Haley's like, shh, don't blow it for them. And then 10 seconds later, they're going crazy. The light fixture on my ceiling is bouncing.
Oh my God.
I'm thinking one of them's about to fall through the floor or something. It was so rowdy. So escaped with a dub.
I love that. No, that's outstanding. Jubilation. Mom and son next to us are going nuts. Oh, this was where things caught ahead with the 2-minute warning with the fan in front of us. I guess I forgot that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Maniac just gave him another spiel, and the guy was arguing back, which
the guy
had no
turns
reason
around,
to be doing.
He's spitting on us, talking,
this
yelling
is the Bills fan, right?
Yelling at us. And then someone throws a beer at him. I go, dude, all right, you got to sit down. People are
I didn't even see the beer thrown.
Oh, yeah, dude. I wasn't just saying this for no reason. Yeah, I go, dude, you're going to get stuff thrown. It's going to hit us. He goes, well, I don't care. When it happens, we'll deal with it then. I go, what? We're going to wait for that situation to happen?
Yeah, no.
He wants to smoke.
Again, I felt like I was in a bizarre. Again, this guy was a nice guy. He was a Bills fan. He meant well. But I literally said to him, I just go isn't there a way to celebrate without making the other fans miserable on purpose? He goes no, I like that.
Yeah, I didn't seem to understand. He's kind of just.
It was literally an argument. It was, I'm glad you guys are having the reaction you're having. That it's so bizarre out because around me for 10 people nobody was agreeing. It was weird.
Well,
no
I don't know.
one was enjoying what he was doing. Bills fans included.
In terms of fan
there was
trash
one
talk,
point.
I think you can, as long as it's not crossing a boundary, you can say, and there's an art to it. There's a smart
absolutely.
way to do
it requires an artist's touch.
It just didn't feel nice. We were getting a bunch of saliva all over us.
Literally saliva.
Well, it seems like you guys were caught in
principal
from
that so Raven status.
What was the point you were just about to say?
Well, there was actually, I don't know if you remember this. There was a point with after we scored the touchdown to go up 20-17, he was doing it again, and there were fans 4 rows behind us that were Bills fans were now is not the time, dude. You need to dude, I'm telling you, like any time it was like he was firing up a band. Like literally, it was crazy.
Like, literally,
like,
what did look like the college bands where the
he would be doing this,
and then
he would get
the guys in front and turn
go.
around to the crowd and start waving his hands.
So.
But yeah, all that aside, when that ball fell into Cole Bishop's hands,
Real quick, one more. Shout out to this fan corner of Bills fans that was adjacent, because when that possession took over at that end of the field, they were rocking. Remember?
Yes. Oh my God,
it was loud. I don't know if that was coming through on TV.
It was basically the corner where they were all exiting
the
the
tunnel.
tunnel.
Josh Allen ran to at the end of you saw that corner when there was a minute to go. It was all Bills fans. You could like hear it, like. Oh, like it was.
I'm sure they could hear us on TV almost each third down getting in T-laws here. But yeah, when that ball fell into Cole Bishop's hands, the pure bliss that just shot over my entire body. It was like, I
got all over me.
Play the Tony Romo sound.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Yeah, that was fun.
Sorry, I wasn't ready to go. I should have been.
No, it's okay.
I'm looking. You mentioned that corner Josh went to, and I was.
Final thoughts on the game. Sorry,
well, I was taking a picture. I think I tweeted it. You guys can't see it because our monitor's down. But it's when Josh is like waving. There's one single Jags fan
just like
giving him the double bird. I took a screenshot of it because I'm
duality of man.
Because that's what I mean is like when I'm saying like trash talk. As long as you're not crossing a line, like when nothing better than when you win and someone giving you the one finger salute and then just smiling and waving.
I swear,
like, I like it, man. I like it.
But I just want to say something right now. Hand to God. I was worried about getting something thrown at me from behind that was going to hit me that was thrown at this guy. And the spitting. Those were the only two things where I was like, I need that to stop. Like, besides that, I was fine with the guy.
Also, too, that the video of Josh running off, you can see us in the background as well.
Back.
But that makes you, the guy with the double bird, even funnier because as soon as the clock struck zeros, Jags fans were very keen to get out of there. And we were close to that tunnel. So we were trying to force our way over a couple sections and get by all of them so we could like welcome the Bills off the field. One Jags fan was just not trying to let me through. I was like, excuse me, do you mind if I get by? He's like, no. I was like, what do you mind
though? He's walking up the stairs out of the stadium.
No, he was in his row. I was just getting by him. He was still in his row. He wasn't even at the stairs yet. Well, there was no one in the seat next to him. I'm just like, do you mind if I get?
I'm just saying it wasn't completely.
I said, do you mind if I get by? And he said, no. And at this point, I said, why? The game is over. Your fans are leaving.
You should have met him with, so you don't mind.
Oh, true. Yeah, no, it's actually a really good point. But then he sticks around in my face, even though I'm just trying to cheer while the Bills come off the field, telling us how we won't get past Denver. My only response, buddy, I don't care who you think wins that game. I just want to cheer the Bills off the field right now. That's it.
I would say it doesn't matter because we're going and you're not.
Yeah, yes. And eventually he took that note and left. So, but nightmare getting out of that stadium too. Not even the driving aspect, just the leaving the stadium.
I get in the car and I map the airport, which I told you was about like 18 miles away. It says your ride is going to be 19 minutes. I go, oh, this is great. There must be like some road that's open. No, like Google Maps just hadn't sensed that a football game had just ended and everyone was like getting in their cars at that moment. Only ended up taking about an hour and 15 to like get 10 miles. But like, it was bizarre. It was bizarre. We had the Bills motorcade go by us.
We did.
Very cool. All right, put a wrap on the Bills stuff. Gabe is out with the massive injury, seems like. Hopefully we'll get, first off, heal up, Gabe. You know, we don't want you to like be out forever. We wanted you to get back strong.
Need a healthy Gabe.
Josh Palmer maybe could step up. There could be some other receiving options. Sleeper receiver option for me now, though, is just your one or two big Brandon Cooks plays per game.
Yeah.
That seems to be where we're better off with the offense.
Josh Palmer put on the IR yesterday?
He was put on the IR yesterday.
So, yeah.
Can he get called back up? Isn't it like more fluctual?
I don't know how it works in the playoffs. I heard that. I'm like, unless we're getting to the big dance, the big game, his season might be over.
Yes, yeah, that's fair.
Could be.
Are you guys scared of Denver? They're 1.5 point favorites, the Bills.
I I'm nervous. I was nervous for this last game, but as Don kind of said in the beginning, I favor this matchup more than this last one we just had. And Denver having a bye to me almost might not work in their favor.
After the college football playoff, we're questioning if buys even work.
Exactly. And Josh might have more confidence coming out of that Jags matchup. They could be a little cold-footed when they start things out in Mile High Stadium out there.
Yeah, I like our chances. I think we match up better with them. I think we're going to have Cook's going to be able to run all over them, honestly. They do not have the defensive line that we just saw, and Cook couldn't really get going. Not his fault. They had some big boys up front in Jacksonville, and I think the first or second ranked, second behind Seattle ranked rushing defense. Broncos not about that life. I mean, we remember the Giants game where Scatterbo and Dart ran all over them. So I like that matchup. It's gonna be a good game. Bo Nix, he's good. They got
Ty Johnson to get right.
You need him to get healthy.
Yeah, they got some good receivers and they got a good running game. But again, I want the over under looks like it's only 46.5. A little surprising on that.
A little bit low.
But yeah, if we could just need our offense to be humming, and this defense time and time again has proved that they can step up. As long as is Poyer hurt?
I hope not.
I thought I heard that he left, didn't leave the game, but got hurt in yesterday's game, and so hopefully he's healthy for this weekend. Also, I will say to wrap up Bills talk. I'm sure you guys saw this. The internet is loving, kind of dunking on Bills fans because, famously, we voted to ban the tush push, and then we used it most successfully yesterday, more than any other team in the playoffs for the wild card round.
Yeah.
So, shove it.
Yeah, I mean, let's look at the other 7 teams around the NFL that use the tush push all the time.
Do what Reggie Gilliam does to Josh's ass.
You can't beat him, join him. Just like if you can't do the tush push, you guys probably stink. So, it's not our fault. Shit.
Yeah. Trying to figure out the Jordan Boyer did go out of the game. Hancock was playing a lot. I was wondering why he was in so much. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to figure out because Hancock wasn't exactly a strength.
No, he's kind of getting bit up. Yeah, we have
Boyer was the first person to celebrate with
Cole Bishop
on the sideline. They said though, so it's like if he had an injury, hopefully it was a nick up. You're typically not running out there celebrating. If you have something big that you're gonna be out for weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. So getting on to it, we talked the rest of wild card weekend. Real quick on the Sabres, we got the Panthers tonight. Virtual pick 'em at home. We need a gut win, Don. We need a 4-1. We need a 4. Are you kidding me? 4 in a row. Going for 4 in a row.
I mean, hey, this is a Panthers team that isn't healthy. They don't have a bunch of their top players, which makes me nervous that it's still a pick 'em. But right. I think Vegas is trying to, take money from people's pockets that are trying to catch the falling knife, which is, hey, they got to lose eventually. Yeah. Rather than going with the trend. This my mantra for this season, and I want this song to become the Sabres anthem when they make the playoff. It's taking care of business every day. That's blue collar team. We're just get in, lunch pail, take care of business, baby.
I thought it was gonna be here we go.
No.
All righty. But yeah, listen, if they've advanced tonight 4 in a row, who knows, folks. Unfortunately, our Bandits and UB men's not on the winning side of the weekend. But hey, they have the opportunity to bounce back a long season, bounce back a long season for both of them. With that said, we are back in Buffalo. It's a little cold where we were in Jacksonville. It's a little warm.
It's way colder. It stinks.
It was hot there.
Sucks.
It's not here. I think there's no better time to get in who's hot and who's not. Brought to you by our friends at Salino Plumbing HVAC-E. So this hot is because of sad news for Western New York. Patriots get it done against the Chargers last night. I mean, Drake May was just too much for the Chargers to overcome, clearly. So much value added as a player by Drake May. And the Chargers just couldn't overcome that for certain.
2 fumbles.
Yeah, that was Yeah,
that's like where I thought the Chargers really like had a chance early on. It
the
was 3-3, and then that fumble, they get the ball on New England's 5 or 10, whatever, a gift, and they can't find a way in the end zone, walk away with 0 points, and yeah, wheels just fell off.
Yeah, no bueno there. But that means that there's going to be no more games at the old Highmark Stadium with the 7th seed eliminated. No more home games this season for the Buffalo Bills. So my hot is for the trough sales. The trough sales are going to be going nuts. Obviously, I think people are saying these can get into the 5 figures if the certain right people get in the mix. So we'll see who are going to get those.
I can't believe they're going through with this. I really can't. It was like a joke and a meme. And
they're like, you know, what would be even funnier? Profit.
So disgusting.
I saw one guy.
I can't jump on the joke.
Like, think about all the piss.
I can't jump on this joke and do the bit where I'm like,
and hundreds.
Like, I know everyone like
Barstool,
everyone's like, I need one of these in this office. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I can't jump on this bit.
I actually saw, like, I think this might have been in our comments. It got vetoed by his wife, so it won't be happening. But the most reasonable thing I saw of someone wanting these, this guy wanted to put it on the side of his barn and use it as like a self-draining garden bed, which I actually thought was a really good idea for a structure of that caliber. It has all the right things you need. Just the only problem is hundreds of thousands of gallons of piss have passed through that trough from countless amounts of men, maybe women.
It's possible.
I think it's very possible.
Yeah, other bodily fluids.
Yeah, trough sales are going nuts though. They're not, and I could go on this forever, is replay assistance. What were we doing on that spot? We had time to look at and measure if the spot was good. Why are we not looking at the spot itself? Replay assistance, Gene Steratore, I'm mad at all of you.
No go, Gene. You know, Gene could be my not every week because I hate that mother.
Yeah, your wing not.
My hot is Soldier Field. Not the most spectacular performance for the Bears, but the Bears fans to have this moment at that historic stadium was absolutely rocking down the stretch of that game. And I think the Bears are in tap to get a new stadium as well. So if you thought us saying goodbye to an old friend in this historic stadium was sad, that'll definitely be something that Chicago fans will have to experience. But for now, it's hot, and they're hosting another playoff game next weekend, hosting the Rams, I believe, at Soldier Field. Soldier Field is hot. Who's not? He only missed one, but it was the big one, the one that everyone was saying he would never miss in a million years. Cam Little couldn't get that at half and just frankly made your whole fan base look silly and uneducated. So there you go. I hate to do that to the kicker. I'm usually pro kicker. I will back up kickers. Tough break, man. Tough break.
Yeah. All right. So my who's hot, we mentioned earlier, Trey White, best game of the season by far. I'll even say, might be one of the best playoff games we've ever seen out of him. It's up there in a top 3 spot.
Very possible.
Really did a lot of heavy lifting on this defense and stopped. Yeah, what people were saying, the most rounded offense in the NFL next to maybe the Rams. So love it. Thank you, Trey. Who's not? I really wish you guys could see this graphic right now. Nick Sirianni, shit-talking king himself. Nick, you lost as a 5-point favorite at home. Bye. First round of the playoffs. Who's talking now? Who's talking now? The guy.
How many point favorite?
Dude, I literally
bye.
I looked at this game. I didn't look at it until after. I couldn't believe that Philly was 5-point favorites. I thought at best they'd be 2 or 3.
Yeah,
that would have made more sense.
That was a major trap,
especially without San Francisco.
But I love it. Thank you for that free money. I mean, it was never a doubt. Now 49ers don't come out unscathed. Kittle gone for the season. Heart goes out to you. Apparently drank a whole bottle of tequila in the locker room.
Beast.
Insane.
And hey,
he's like, shit, I won't be walking out of here anyway. I might as well not be able to.
That's a man.
But yeah, Nick Sirianni, and the way the season ends is great. Him and A.J. Brown yelling at each other, almost pushing each other on the sideline. Love to see it.
Shades of Kelsey and Andy Reid.
Yeah, who knows if Brown's going to be back, but man, I know like we're supposed to hate Dolphins and Patriots, but I feel ever since this guy's become the Eagles coach, I think they might be my most hated team. So fuck you, Philly. Bye.
Jamestown guy too.
Yep. And that's been Who's Hot or Who's Not, sponsored by Salino Plumbing, HVAC, and Electric.
You're right though. We get the pick. It just like washes out. Like it was like you know, like you
Dude.
like it's like when you got the star in Mario Kart. Like dun 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 dun
Yes,
dun
yes.
dun
It's
dun
like
dun
every
dun
muscle in your body is
Yes,
released.
for sure. Now with that said, had we not gotten that, I mean, Josh Allen was 80% completion, 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, the crash outs, if we had lost, would have been immeasurable. On the crash out line. But I think we do have some activity over on the crash out line, brought to us by William and Tardon.
Yep, we got one call. And before we hit that, I'm just going to remind you one more time. Hit us up, 716-226-6263. Throw a *67 in front of that if you don't want your number showing up, though we keep all of that information private and anonymous. If you want it to be, this guy doesn't want to be kept anonymous. He loves giving us his name. Regular caller, let's hear from Mendez.
Mendez from Albany. Couldn't wait to call you guys. All I'm going to say, well, I'm probably going to say more, but I'm going to let you know now. I'm calling my Bishop. You heard that, Slick? I'm calling my Bishop. And you know what? Slick is probably training his white. Like, this is just awesome. What a fucking game. On to Denver. I know the key to have success in that game. I'll tell you what it is right now. You know what it is?
What is it?
We have to get lifted.
Josh.
We have to smoke something mile high. We need a hot box going. We need to get Josh Allen some gas. He's got to smoke something up. We're going to the Mile High City, and we're going to go, and we're going to be dominant, and we're going to try the best we fucking can. Let's fucking go. Country roads, take me home. Go Bills!
Thanks for
Was
that,
I just
Mendez.
thrown in there randomly, the country roads? I love
John
them.
Denver.
Oh, John Denver. Okay.
Oh, makes sense.
I
Yeah.
got cooked.
It's a tight reference by our
Very
guy.
tight.
Yeah,
Very
he knows ball.
Yeah.
Definitely knows ball.
I
Shout
can't
out
tell the
Mendez. Sorry I
message.
doubted you. I wasn't familiar with your game.
What did he say I was doing?
Said you were trying your white.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
He said he's calling his Bishop.
To process that.
He's
Okay.
calling his Bishop, and you're training your what?
Big time. I've definitely trained my
I'm
wife.
adding my Prater after. By the way, even Keon had a pretty important catch.
Yeah. And some yards
Keon,
after the catch, too.
That's his
Almost
his
found
for
that
sure.
pylon. People are talking about it.
Seriously, I can see Keon finding the end zone this weekend, but we have a huge week ahead, obviously. We got Sabres game tonight. We got more Sabres games at deck. I think they have 4 more games at home, and then they have some games on the road before that Olympic stretch. We've got Texans against Steelers tonight as we kind of figure out how that all shapes out. They'll be announcing the time of the Bills game, but it seems like the consensus is that it's going to be 8 p.m. Saturday, right?
I saw some 4:30, but I don't know. I was drunk yesterday, so
You were?
you couldn't tell.
Under the court of law, were you or were you not falling asleep sometimes during the fourth quarter?
Not at all.
Hand to God?
Yeah. No.
I have some video that might be contrary.
he was just praying.
No, he was just looking right down.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
praying.
I was nervous as hell.
It was not nervous.
Bro,
looking down.
yes, it was. I was doing that the whole
video will do
game.
talking, so it's all good.
I was doing that the whole game.
Yeah, video will do talking.
Nervous and Nelly over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, Thursday, or maybe Wednesday. I think it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Sabres reunion night, 05-06 team coming back to town. If that can't give these boys a little bit of a boost on a 4-game winning streak, I don't know what else can.
Sabres reunion night Thursday. Also Thursday, just got announced, Seneca 1 rally. Noon. They're running it back.
Run it back.
They're not messing up. When you have a good thing, why not run it back? So we're looking forward to being there Thursday. Maybe some Sabres will be stopping by.
I'm not going home.
Yeah,
I'm just going to go right from the rally to the bar to the game.
Sounds very good. Great show, boys. I know that was a long one, but we had a lot to digest after that awesome win in Jacksonville. Any final thoughts or shout outs before we sign off?
Go Bills, go
We
Sabres,
still
go
have our college
Bandits.
football punishment we're working on.
Yeah.
We'll have more on that Wednesday. We'll be more
Yeah.
into the Bills Broncos of it on Wednesday for sure. But I think it's just key we enjoy that win. That was a lot to digest.
Yeah.
That was a big elephant we ate yesterday.
We slayed the dragon.
Yep.
Or in this
Seriously.
case, the panther.
Seriously. Or in this case, the Jaguar. The Panthers are tonight.
Fuck.
For Slick Al, for Don, for producer Brett, for everyone here at Herd of Buffalo and Trainwreck Sports, let's have a great friggin' start to our week. And there's only one way to do that. That's to have a good day now.